Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. Let's start out with some pec bounce. Pec bounce. So, today I'm going to talk about how to lean bulk. So, when I'm talking, I'll be on my computer to do some work, and I'm going to talk to you about how to properly lean bulk. So this video is going to be slightly longer so I can tell you more information, give you more information so you can really do a very good lean bulk. So first let's start out with what a lean bulk is. A lean bulk is basically you need to eat enough food, enough calories. Basically food is calories. That's how we measure. You can check out on different foods the nutrition facts on the label. Basically we need to eat more to gain weight in order to build muscle. But if you eat too much, you're actually going to gain more fat, because we don't just gain muscle, we also gain body fat. So that's why we actually need to limit our caloric intake. Like, we can't just eat unlimited amount of food and gain unlimited amounts of muscle. That's not how things work, sadly. Obviously we all want to gain a lot of muscle, but that's just not possible. So in order to avoid gaining fat, we do what's called a lean bulk. So that's what lean bulk is. Dirty bulk is you eat a lot of calories and you gain a lot of body fat, and yes, you can eat junk, but you can also gain a lot of body fat by eating clean foods too, like the healthy foods. It's possible if you eat a lot of calories, like large amounts of calories. Yes, you can gain a lot of body fat. So that's why I'm not a fan of dirty bulks. I prefer the lean bulk always. So how to actually perform, how to actually do a proper lean bulk. The first thing that you have to do, first of all, there are two different ways to start a lean bulk. The first way is to actually find the amount of calories that you need to actually maintain your current body weight. That's going to be different for everyone, obviously. For example, I'm probably maintaining my body weight on over 3000 calories. That might be less for a beginner, or it might be more for someone that has more muscle compared to me and it's way more active, probably does a lot of cardio, lifts a lot more weights than me, and eats a specific diet, because the diet is also can change the amount of calories that you need, the energy that you need every single day. Keep in mind that's very dynamic, so it's going to change based on your activity level. It can change based on what you're eating too. Some foods, actually like very high protein foods, they actually require more energy to digest. Your body needs more energy to digest the extra protein, so your energy expenditure might go up if you add 100 grams of protein suddenly. So keep that in mind. That's very dynamic. So you actually, to find your caloric needs, you actually need to be very consistent with what you're doing, your activity level and your food choice. For example, if you're always changing something, one week you're doing 2 hours of cardio, the next you're doing absolutely nothing, that's going to change your caloric needs. So they need to stay like consistent. If they stay like consistent throughout a lot of months, that's how you're going to really find the right exact amount of calories that you need. If you're always switching things up, your caloric intake is not going to be the same week to week. It might be something like this. It's not going to stay consistent, and the point is to stay consistent. So when you find the right exact amount of calories that you need to maintain your weight, to implement the lean bulk, the first thing that you have to do is to actually add 200 calories on top of your maintenance calories. Or the other approach is, if you don't want to find the exact amount of calories that you need to maintain your body weight, what you can do is very simple. Just start on 3000 calories. Very simple. Very simple. You can probably do that for, I'm sorry for that. You can probably do that for a few weeks. See if you're gaining any weight. If you're gaining weight, keep doing that. Keep eating the 3000 calories every week until you actually stall. You stop gaining weight for a few weeks. Then you add 200 calories. You add 200 calories, you're going to start gaining weight again. Anything beyond that, you're just gaining unnecessary fat that you have to cut. You have to actually go on a cut, lose that fat, and then it's not fun, because first of all, being on a diet to lose fat, first of all, it's not fun because you have to restrict your calories. You're going to start feeling hungry. That's the first thing. You constantly think about food. That's not fun. You're going to crave a lot more junk, and you're going to lose muscle if you're not careful with your cuts. A lot of people, I see that recently on social media, a lot of people, they like aggressive cuts to lose weight fast. They actually promote that, and I just can't believe that. I mean, when I see that, I know that this person doesn't have a lot of training experience, doesn't have a lot of experience building muscle, and I mean, the problem with aggressive cuts, I'm probably going to make a video about that, but you lose muscle. Yes, you're going to lose fat, but you lose a lot of muscle, believe me. And it might seem like you're not losing muscle, but you probably are. And it's not fun. I'll never be a fan. I did that many times. I always get skinny. It's not fun, it's a waste of your time. You're wasting a lot of progress, to be honest. I'll never promote doing fast bulks or fast cuts, because I know better, and feeling hungry all the time is not fun, believe me. So that's how you do a proper lean bulk. You just, when you reach a point where you're not gaining weight anymore, you add a little small amounts of calories, and then you're going to start gaining weight again. Now, it's not just about the calories. I talked about that previously on my channel. So it's not just the calories. Calories in, calories out. A lot of people say that. I'm going to disagree. I don't agree. hear me out. The reason why a lot of people don't get it, but they just think it's calories. It's the calories that are going to keep you lean. That's true up to a point, but the foods that you're eating, they matter a lot. They play a huge role. You can probably do a lean bulk eating whatever you want, but a lot of people can't really achieve that because everyone's different. We have different hungers, different appetites and different hunger levels. So for example, I might be able to accomplish that without feeling hungry, but someone else might not be able to. That person might not be able to stick to that diet. That person might be very hungry on 3000 calories. So we have to take that into consideration. You can't just give someone that advice when you know absolutely nothing. For example, I've never been over 205 pounds, actually over 210 pounds. So I've always been fairly lean, fairly skinny. So I can't really give advice I can't give the same advice that I actually apply to my diet to someone that feels a lot more hunger compared to me. So for a person that feels more hunger, has a bigger appetite, I'll have to give different advice. But I can do that because I have the experience now. So for a really good lean bulk, I would say try to eat a lot of protein. As much as you can, I would say at least 200 grams of protein every single day. I would say if you can do 250, that's even better. Now the other foods, try to eat a lot of fiber. That's going to help absolutely everyone. And you might actually recomp, or you're not going to gain any fat. So keep protein high, try to keep fats to, I would say not to a minimum, but try to keep them fairly low. Carbs, I would say eat as much as you want to. Because carbs are very important, make sure that they're very high in fiber. Like oats, brown rice, you can do white rice too, beans, I'm not the biggest fan. But lentils, a great choice, high in protein, high in fiber, very low in fats. And for people that struggle to gain weight, maybe eat a little bit more fats like sunflower seeds, walnuts, different seeds and nuts. Eat maybe some more dried food like dates. Maybe try full fat milk, whole milk instead of the low fat milk. For people that actually gain weight too quickly, they want to stay leaner, or they just want to lose fat, I would say try to eat more protein. Make sure it's very lean proteins, like chicken breast for example. Zero fat yogurt, one of my favorites. All the vegetables, all the fruits, because they actually taste good, so that's what I will do. And you can do a very good lean bulk. So that's probably all I can say, to be honest. Told you that you need to eat slightly over maintenance. I would say for a very successful lean bulk, you probably need to track calories. And now training, you always keep the training the same. And that's how you're going to do it. Make sure that you're slowly gaining weight over time. That's why you need to... It's actually a very good idea to measure yourself, track your weight every single day, and then you're going to take weekly average, like your average weight, your average weekly weight. That's I would say, the most consistent way to actually track your weight. If it's not very drastic changes, that's great. If you suddenly gained weight too fast, first of all, you gain some water weight when you're in a caloric surplus, eating a lot of carbs. That's nothing to worry about, but it's maximum of 5 pounds. But if you suddenly, in a few days, after 2 weeks, you suddenly keep gaining weight, that's evidence, that's a sign to actually lower your calories. That's a clear sign, because that weight gain is going to happen in a few days. It's nothing to worry about. You're actually going to look a lot fuller, so that's nothing to worry about. But if you, after 2 weeks, you gain too much weight, lower your calories a little bit, or just go through, keep eating the same calories. That's going to be our new maintenance very soon. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, let me grow, help my channel grow. I appreciate that a lot. If you're interested in custom training programs or online personal training, you can contact me on my email that I'm going to leave in the description, or my Instagram. Or if you're just interested in something else, you can contact me and I can give you more information. Leave a comment, share, subscribe, like, and see you very soon.